Hello, my name is Mr. Powell, and today I'll be going over some procedures that will make our classroom an effective learning environment. The first procedure is how we enter the classroom. Students should enter the classroom in a quiet, orderly fashion, place their phones in the holder on the door, take their seats, and take out their laptops or notepads. Students should then see the board for the bell ringer assignment of the day. This is also a good time for students to use the restroom or speak with the teacher about missed work or any questions they may have. To reinforce these procedures, I'll be discussing them at the start of our course. There will also be posters to remind students to follow the classroom procedures, such as a sign for where to place your phones, and if need be, I will issue quick verbal reminders about coming in and getting on task. Here's why we set these routines. Bell ringer assignments can help us review materials, get ready to learn, and help to build our classroom community. It also allows me to set up for the daily lessons, take attendance, and talk with your peers about any questions they may have. It is important that we are consistently using our entrance procedures every class, as bell ringers need to be used daily, be relevant to our learning, and taken seriously. On top of that, though we all love our phones, they can be disruptive to the learning process, so it's best just to set them aside for now. The second procedure we'll be discussing is retesting. If a student is unhappy with their grade, they will have the opportunity to retest on any of the exams given during the course, but students will only be allowed one retest per quarter. The steps to have a retest are: the students must speak with the teacher within 1 week of test grades being handed back. The student and the teacher then must agree to set a date for the student, given enough time for them to study. Student and teacher then must discuss what went wrong on the initial assessment and how the student can improve on the second assessment. This can include study materials such as study guides, Quizlet, or reaching out to the teacher for extra help. Again, all policies and procedures will be discussed at the start of the course, but I will make sure to remind students before and after exams about the retest policy to keep test anxiety down, as well as during the 1 week period after assessments. I will remind students of the retest policy. The benefits of retesting. Here's why I choose to allow retests. Testing anxiety is a real issue, and students can get stressed over doing well and getting the perfect grade. Tests should be a chance for us to demonstrate our knowledge, and we want you to be able to succeed at that. That being said, I don't want students to become overly dependent on retesting, which is why I only allow one per quarter. I also want you to be able to succeed on the next attempt, so when we discuss your retest, we will discuss what study materials you plan to use and how you plan to improve. Obviously, if anyone is not following any of the routines we set, there will have to be some form of consequence, such as if someone's not following the transitional routines, such as not putting their phone in the door or refusal to work on bell ringer assignments, and these will have to be addressed through behavioral corrections. The first offense will be a verbal warning. The second offense will be to pull the student aside and talk about why their behavior is inappropriate. Third will be a detention, and any further offenses will require an office referral. And while there are no behavioral consequences to not retesting on assignments, students can be reminded of the incentives of improving their grade. How do these procedures affect our culture of learning in the classroom? Well, bell ringers help us get ready to learn. They can help us introduce ourselves to one another, and they can prepare us for classroom discussions, which we will be doing quite a bit of in this class. Retesting puts our focus on learning and being able to demonstrate knowledge instead of stressing an undue amount over the perfect grade. I want this classroom to be a place where we can have strong academic discussions and share our knowledge effectively, and I believe these policies will help us accomplish that. Two technologies we'll use frequently in reference to these policies are the Google Classroom. The Google Classroom is an excellent tool to help students stay organized and to communicate with educators about assignments and any other needs they may have. It also allows students to turn in work and reminds them of upcoming due dates. It allows their parents to be able to communicate with teachers and see the students' work and study material. Teachers are also able to monitor students' progress and edit work directly through the online portal. Quizlet is another excellent tool which allows students and teachers to create online classrooms where students can take practice exams, review study material, and create flashcards to prepare themselves for initial or secondary assessments. And that's all I have for you guys right now. I hope you have a good year.